Especially if you mean to stream.
And let's remember to also bring the chat back so that I can at least vaguely look at that occasionally.
It's a hologram!
Oh no!
Jeez, John, you have such many good ideas for today's stream.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
At least vaguely look at the... Vaguely... Oh, did I actually... I didn't do the thing I meant to do before I start streaming.
Hooray!
What could be a stream without technical difficulties?
Exactly.
And Dragion.
That's why it's not a game without any game.
I see tags everywhere. This is this is serious business. I can see people are being serious.
Annihilation. And I'm playing not Dead by Daylight.
Can we rub those out?
There we go. Okay, so let's just get rid of all of that. And all of that.
Oh, that's why I was lagging.
If you're lagging for that much, you're gonna
love some of the other screens.
Yes, John FBF started streaming. Yay.
Hey, I just started streaming. My watch just told me.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see what will. Sean goes in the mouth, or
what?
It kind of look like, you know.
There we go.
The statues in Chamber of Secrets in Harry Potter 2.
Oh, so a snake's gonna pop out of there, is it?
Yeah.
Hello, Random Sean. Let's begin the stream. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And welcome to this, the first adventure of a new group. My name is John, and I will be your dungeon master for this evening.
Huzzah!
I resign.
And I am very briefly, at least, joined by Sean.
Aldo.
Again.
I'm always here.
He is literally always here. Scar returns with a new character.
Yeah, I'm always here too.
Chris is here.
Greetings.
That voice guy Ben is here.
Yes, it's Ben again for the first time.
What?
And delivering on this delightful car wreck, we have Carboom.
Hello, everyone.
How did you guess this one, the origin of his name?
Hi, Mike. Mike is in the chat.
Hello, Mike. Mike.
Actually, Scar, if you want to say hello to Mike, Mike is the man that's hopefully making you a Warhammer for reasons.
Yeah. Hello, Mike.
Ooh, nice.
I still have to work for the money, though.
We are going to embark on a new adventure that is going to be perfectly fine, and everything's going to be okay. We're just going to be dealing with.
So it's going to be awful. We're all going to die.
Like it's an adventure.
That
based
sounds
on
more like
the
it.
Hardest dungeons ever created by D&D.
We're just dealing with a little adventure that is called the Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
So
Sounds
that's
fun.
fine.
Sounds safe.
That sounds nice.
Sorry, it does.
Hey, Tanny.
Hey, Tiny.
Aldo.
Hello.
Let's just pop that out and pop this over here.
Oh yeah, pop this up.
What are you popping out? That sounds very indecent.
Everything. Pop it up.
Tanny is apparently judging me. I don't know why entirely, but she usually
Don't
does
worry,
anyway.
Tammy, we're doing the same thing.
Judging. We're all judging you, John.
We've been judging John for the moment we saw him. So yeah.
Wow.
Actually, I'm
And
just going to
that's
pop out
what
another.
binds us together.
Mind you, at least so far we love you, John. It's fine.
Always judging.
Right, let me not forget where we are, or when we are specifically. The year is
1972.
1487.
1487. Okay.
Yes, 1942. The telegram has just been sent across the post.
The first wrong number. Just
The year is 1487, and the month is Ches.
Great.
It is the third day of Ches. The days of the week don't have... Welcome to the Forgotten Realms. The days of the week don't have names, they just have numbers. It is the third day of the week and the first week of Ches, so this is day 3. You find yourselves a band of misfits and wanderers. Not actually a band yet, because you don't know each other.
True.
we haven't got any instruments.
I do, but I'm a solo artist, mate. I've got my own direction.
Maybe we can riff sometime.
Apparently Sean is also judging, and Michael's just going to resort to glaring, so I don't feel that's better.
Wow.
You find yourselves on the streets of Baldur's Gate, which is one of the bigger cities of the Sword Coast. Some of you may remember the name of Baldur's Gate from a series of games called Baldur's Gate.
What was it called?
Baldur's Gate.
That's where it's coming from.
Yeah, you're in that town.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Tanny, I've not replaced you. I've just supplemented you with a new group of people.
Oh,
hey!
Tanny,
One old person from the old group.
And one hanger-on.
Jealous of us. So cute.
For
Yes,
the past
we have replaced you.
For the past several days, the talk on the streets and the taverns has been about the so-called death curse.
Ooh.
A wasting disease that is afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead.
Huh.
Great thing I'm not my other character then.
So it's a disease that does not kill people but makes them live again. It's
a disease that is affecting people who have died and live again.
It's a miracle.
Victims grow thinner and weaker every day, slowly but surely sliding towards the death they once denied. Isn't box text poetic?
Sounds like Jesus, kind of.
When they finally succumb, they cannot be raised, and neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've received the miracle of resurrection in the past or not. Temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain a curse that has affected the entire region around Baldur's Gate, and is possibly affecting the entire world.
So this is killing people who have been resurrected.
This is killing people who have resurrected.
Okay. Because they're not really people anymore.
So killing people who should actually be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
The Forgotten Realms are a place of high magic and frequent adventurers who meet an untimely demise, and who fairly frequently return from that untimely demise through the use of divine magics. Air guitarist, thank you for the host. Woo! You brought in 6 viewers. Yay!
Go me.
Yeah.
You have all been invited, for various reasons, to meet with a retired adventurer called Sindra Sylvain, who is a former wizard and a merchant who is fairly famous around Baldur's Gate. I say you've all been invited. Torin, you've been invited.
I have.
Leaf, you're not so invited as you're there in chains.
Okay.
You've taken a slightly different version of an invite.
Okay, so I'm in there in chains. Huh. Okay.
Similarly, Jerry Thistlelight, you are also chained.
Oh, that's just grand. So I'm going to change invited to.
You're at the fine home of Sindra Sylvain.
whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, you've been
On the
invited
plus side,
forcefully.
they are very nice chains.
The finest available in Baldur's Gate.
Riordan and Theodas,
Yep.
you have both been invited as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
Good friends, good friends.
And so when you find yourselves in the entrance hall to this grand home, I'd like to take a moment to introduce yourselves to each other. Before I start that though, actually, Jerry and Philip, or Fiery Leaf, you've both been told that should you go and accept this, what she wants you to do, you will get a pardon for your crimes. A full pardon. Nothing bad will be written about you down in any law master's book. So that's an incentive for you to do the thing.
Right.
But let's find out. Fiery Leaf is a new Pokemon game. Let's find out who you all are. I'm gonna hi Wesley. I'm gonna suggest we start at the top of my list with Theodas. So, just give us a brief description of what your character looks like and how you're presenting yourselves.
Well, Theodas is a medium-sized wood elf, which is about 5 foot tall. Rather thin. He's a young elf of 200 years old. Long straight blonde hair and very light blue eyes, and he is a druid.
Wesley Pops has joined the FBF party. Hello, Wesley. Welcome to the team.
You know.
Grab your sword and let's take on this final boss fight together.
John, my character sheet is being a derp and not loading properly.
Huh, that's fun. What's not loading about it?
It will load the actual character sheet, but the bio and stuff doesn't load. I'm working on it. Carry on. Do your intros and I'll moodle in the background.
I've kind of got the same thing, but never mind.
I have it all.
I can see it.
Anyway, carry on and we'll try and figure
For
this out.
us, a mysterious voice will explain what we look like.
Exactly.
Sorry guys, my Google Maps is telling me someone has a question about KFC.
Ha!
Stop the
It must be answered straight away.
Pause everything!
This stuff is not meant to be joked about.
No, this is serious business.
Incredibly. Right, okay.
Apparently they don't serve coffee.
How
Right to
dare
the
they?
Prime Minister.
Grr!
This is
Here
worse
at
than a
Final
Nazi bug.
Here at Final Boss Fight, we pride ourselves in giving in-depth and really involved D&D experiences.
Except when KFC is involved, where we stop it all.
Then we drop everything, even events in our own lives, to deal with this shit.
We must get to the bottom of this.
Brothers to arms, we must help KFC.
No wait, Theodas, explain. You are a wood elf.
A druid, yes.
Yes.
I already told how I look like. What do you want me to explain?
Jerry!
Well, there's an attitude there.
Jerry Thistlelight, you are next on my list.
The tattered wreck you see before you is Jerry Thistlelight. He's your average halfling. He's not really happy about being in chains at the moment. After recently having a minor setback with his entire life's plans, which has caused him to lose everything. So yeah, he's not happy about where he is, and he doesn't want to be hanging around here too much longer either.
Torin, surname. Explain who you are.
I am Torin for Thesa Thurgiesh.
Bless you.
I am a.
Hello.
The suspense is killing us.
You
Yes.
are
Yes.
a KFC?
I think he did his internet disconnect.
I think he died. I think it was too much information for him. He just
He
died.
had a stroke at the moment of saying his name.
Oh dear.
Testicle.
Ah, he's back. He's back.
Alright, you're back.
Aha!
He's back.
So you are...
I heard pickle, but that's not that.
Right.
We got
Wait,
to Torin is, and then the sound cut out.
I am Torin for Thesa Sergiesh.
Yes.
And...
Not again.
The game will not allow us to learn.
He will make a stroke every time he tries to present himself. I am...
John, I have a question. Is this character cursed not to say anything than just I am? No.
Not that I know of, but it's starting to appear that way.
Because if so, he's very D&D-like. He's really playing the part.
Is it this...
I might as well ask
interesting
this. Are we making up the way we look and what we shy of what we've gone through before, John?
Yes, basically.
Okay, thank God, because I have nothing in a bio and info side of the sheet.
Fair enough.
So I thought, okay, cool, I can have fun with this. This is fine.
Right. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, you said your
Yes.
name again, and then it cut out again.
Maybe you
He
can't
evidently
say
doesn't like me saying my full name.
Apparently,
Yes, I think it's
just
that.
go with Torin.
Just go with you. You know who.
Yes. Is a dragonborn
Okay.
standing a little under 7 feet tall. He's very well built, quite muscular. Quite a lot of dragonborns have kind of a uniform, like kind of bronze coloring.
Yep,
This
Tanny.
this one is very true to his draconic ancestry, in that his scales are jet black.
Okay. Are you a human, sir?
He's a dragon ball.
He is a dragonborn.
That's the race.
That is a race.
He's a
He's
dragon.
not.
Yeah.
He's not the Dovahkiin.
He is not
Yes,
the
Rob,
Dovahkiin. Tanny is very excited about this, Sean.
Yes, I gathered you would be. He has like along his jaw there are like quite large scales like spiking out. He's got 2 spikes on his chin. He has exceptionally bright green eyes. He's in chainmail armor, holding a shield, and got a warhammer to his side. And yeah, he's a bit of an imposing figure.
I am definitely not happy that he is nearby. I'm staring at that warhammer, going, "No, none of that, please, thank you."
Sean, do you have any
don't like-
holy symbols about your person?
I do have a chain around my neck, which is of a skeletal hand, like
Ooh,
acting as the pivot point for a set of scales.
nice.
If anybody would like to do a religion check now, they may.
Well,
I will, but I don't think it's going to do much.
Oh, well, you
Religion,
rolled quite
no.
well.
I want to know everything.
He knows everything, including the deity's blood type.
Exactly.
So religion. There.
Yes.
I'm not sure I do anything. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Nope.
Uncultured. No, I'm a bit uncultured.
You don't know anything.
I know how to
Do
kill
I just-
people, and
do I just
usually,
click on
Just click on the name
religions?
religion, yeah.
yeah, usually I see people, religious people, and I go, ooh, shiny.
Okay, so Ben, Chris, and Theodorus all know about this. Sean, who is the god? Damn it, Sean.
I don't know what's happening. Okay. Don't know what's
Chicken,
happening.
chicken.
What is your god? Who is your god?
My god is Kalemvor, the Lord of the Dead and Judge of the Damned.
Ooh.
Hmm.
No, Tanny, his god is not you.
No, Tammy, you're his mother.
And he's been a very naughty boy.
Riordan Yathrana.
Ah, yes. Well, I, for one, am a monk. And for 2, I am a wood elf. About average height as well, maybe more on the medium build. But, yes, generally standing there quite happy and all that lot. Bit glary, just sort of look over the field, take a look at everyone. Almost like I'm not quite looking at what's there. I have a spoon around my neck, and
Brown paper parcel.
We need to do a
long
religion
hair.
check for that religion.
You can attempt to.
I'm
could
curious
absolutely
about the
attempt to.
spoon. I know the spoon.
Calhoun, did you really do a religion check for that spoon?
I'm intrigued.
I
by
want
the
to
spoon.
know about the spoon.
Okay.
Neither-
if I
Neither
do
of you have
something-
heard of a religion that has the holy symbol of a
Is
spoon.
there a religion with the symbol of a
There's a
spoon?
spoon around his neck. Maybe I'll offend him if I use a fork.
If I know the
Luckily,
meaning
I'm
of that
very
spoon.
chatty, so I don't mind telling people about the spoon. I don't know whether I'm allowed to do that yet, but I don't mind telling people about the spoon.
Would be nice to see. Would be nice to see Theodas going about. I know what god it is. No, it was just my lunch.
Oh wait, my face cam's flipped around. Let me
Oh.
fix that.
The whole thing's crumbling down. It's terrible.
There we go.
Right.
I'm now looking into the screen.
Hooray.
Sian says she needs
Huh.
the religion of the spoon as long as it involves eating lots of food.
Oh, no.
That's blasphemy.
Am I allowed to tell them? Can I tell them?
We'll get to that.
Okay, I won't tell you yet.
Philip,
People eat chicken with a spoon.
Philip, it is time to explain who you are and what you appear to be.
So first of all, so I'd like to know, since I'm enchained, how is my equipment? Was it confiscated? Is it lying somewhere, or do you guys still have
There
it?
is a guard next to both you and one next to Jerry with your equipment.
Okay, so first thing to do, I'm going to retrieve it, but first, so I'm a black fur tabaxi, which is basically cat people.
Ah,
So, so my full name is Fury Leaf, but most people call me Philip. It's easier to pronounce. So I have black fur and a large white fur stain in the middle of my forehead, a vertical line of it, and a large white fur stain in the middle of my back. I got orange brown eyes so that you can picture me, and I have a long tail. So that's for my physical description. I wear leather clothing, mostly wearing black. So as for my as for why I'm here, like many of my people, I'm fairly curious when it comes to basically everything. And so that's kind of why I'm here right now. Basically, I tend to annoy people by asking them thousands of questions about what they are this, what is that, etc., etc., even if they are nobles, and sometimes they don't appreciate it. So I have a criminal record of being in prison and escaping prison, and that's probably what they offer to pardon if I take part in this adventure. So that's mostly it for now.
Fair enough.
Great.
So feel free to talk amongst yourselves for a few moments while you're
So I'd like to
waiting.
know, can I try to pick my chains so that I can be relieved of them right now?
You can attempt to, but I don't think you've got any thieves' tools, do you?
On me, actually, no. I just have my clothes if they can help.
So no, you can't actually pick the lock at the moment.
I spot him attempting to shuffle with his chains, and I just look at him and go, "Don't be such an idiot. Do you see how many guards are around here? We'll reduce the pace before you get those chains on the floor."
And I will respond, how am I supposed to work for what they want if I am in chains?
Look, just stand here, be quiet. We'll find out what's going on soon enough, and then we'll be out of here quicker than you can say boo. Just keep your
It'll
mouth
be
shut.
easier in the long run. It'll work better for you. It'll work better for us all.
I just go away from them and just lean my back against the wall and looking at them like, no, just no. Don't.
We have been brought here together for a reason. It stands to reason that we find out why. In the grand scheme of things, you can only find out by moving forward and trying.
Now listen to me, Spoonie. I've got no time for your mumbo jumbo. Let's find out why we're here. Get out of these chains, and I'll be on my way. Thanks very much.
Very well.
I'm just watching this interaction, just sitting on a chair, arms folded, just watching everything.
What are you looking at, Blackie?
I think
That's
fine,
racist.
that's racist.
Terrible, terrible.
Oh, Mr. Scaly over there's got a tongue. Just wait till I'm free of these chains.
You seem to believe you have a lot more power than maybe you do.
Power's not why I'm here, mate. I'm just here to save my own skin.
Then why are you offering threats?
Because I won't be taken to be made a fool of. Look, I may be short, but I've got it where it counts. Now keep your mouth shut and just do something else. Just stop bothering me.
As you get to know me, you might realize I don't tend to close my mouth too easily. But just look at where you are. This is astounding.
I'm just choosing to ignore them now. I'm just like pretending that I'm like la la la. I'm not listening.
Darlings!
You can do that all
Oh,
you like.
hello, 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 and welcome.
Hi.
The voice.
I looked where the voice come from.
The voice is coming from a man descending the stairs. You realise very briefly, very quickly, that the man is in fact a tiefling. The blue skin is a dead giveaway. The curly horns and the billowing blue coat are also a giveaway. The horns, not the billowing coat. The billowing coat is just his.
He's wearing a coat, tiefling.
Oh, yes, you will do quite nicely. A little rough
that's good
around,
to hear.
a little rough around the edges, some of you, I'm sure. But please, come with me. Sindra Sylvain will see you upstairs.
Excuse me. Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I just don't feel comfortable being in chains, especially with all these big guys and their big weapons around. You know, I just think it's a little bit impolite. You know, you
Oh,
dragged
but
me
if-
all the way over here.
But of course. He claps twice, and the guards and release both you and Philippe from the chains.
Okay.
Now do be
I
wise and do not forget
I look
that.
before. As soon as I'm free from the chain, I look at the guard, got my equipment, and I say, "My spears, please."
The tiefling nods, and your spears are returned to you, and your equipment's returned to you, Jerry.
Okay.
And now I'm happy, and my tail is standing straight up.
Yes. Now we've got that minor inconvenience out of the way. Listen, look, I'm sorry a bit angsty earlier. You know, I just don't like being in chains. You see, it just really gets me up. So hopefully we can put all this nastiness behind us and let's just press on. Let's go follow Mr. Billowing Cape over there.
I
shall we?
completely understand. Just this way.
Thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely. A lovely place you have here.
It's not mine. I have quite a nice estate down in Waterdeep myself.
Ah,
I'm just friends with Sylvain.
Waterdeep, eh? Jeez.
What deep? What's your name?
Mine. It's Lord Zelrun Roaringhorn.
Oh, I've heard of such a man.
What the?
I thought you might. I kept my name out there.
Yes. Even if down the sticks where I'm from, yes.
So he ushers you up to up the grand staircase to the third floor, and into a wood-panelled room with a fireplace, comfortable chairs, and a heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. The darkly panelled walls are hung with maps and sea charts. Racks and shelves and cabinets hold hundreds more rolled-up maps and charts. There is a person seated on an overstuffed chair near the fire. You can't work out any details about this person. There is a heavy blanket draped over the chair, and an embroidered hood and silver mask cover the person's face.
Hello.
Help yourselves to wine and seat yourselves, friends. I hope I may call you that.
Not just yet, you won't.
I immediately head over to the wine and pour myself a goblet full of it. And
Might I request some water, please? Wine doesn't suit me quite as well.
Of course.
So
Thank you.
I just don't touch anything and don't sit as well. I just cross my arms and look at him. It's not saying anything.
Take a seat.
and for me, I'm not drinking. I'm just snooping around the place, just examining whatever curiosity attract my attention.
There are maps on every wall of everything from the areas surrounding Baldur's Gate. There are sea charts. There are courses plotted to the towns in the north, Luskan and Fireshire and Mirabar. There are courses plotted to the south, leading to places such as Waterdeep and Neverwinter.
I'm
Is there
walking
anything
around the
particularly
room.
Made evident. Places of interest, concepts, ideas, perhaps ideas which we can find truths and such.
I'm pacing around the room, and I have a torn piece of paper in my hand, and I'm trying to compare it to the maps and other pieces of paper on the walls right now. So
Okay.
I'm not really paying attention.
I suppose you're wondering why I've asked you here today.
A little, yes.
I used to be an adventurer. I died once and was raised from the dead, but I've since closed the door on that stage of my life. But I'm sure you've heard of the death curse that is affecting... Well, it's affecting me. I don't know how much...
Sorry.
Don't know how much longer I'll last before I perish. The clerics have no help to offer. They're as clueless about this as anybody else. I have contacts within the Harpers who have learned the cause of the death curse is a necromantic artifact that is called the Soulmonger. According to their sources, it is somewhere on Chult.
Chult.
Yes.
Well, is it customary for those on death's door again to bring people up to their very, very well established, very, very well appointed abode in chains? What do you need the likes of me for? I'm just a bard.
We need the likes of you to go and destroy the Soulmonger and stop the death curse.
Story it with what? I'm going to do it with my loot. You must be mad.
Well, I'm sure we all have skills which can help towards.
What
That
does
is why
the
you are all
Soulmonger
here.
looks like exactly?
I do not know.
Hmm.
And I don't know where in Chult it is. Chult is a peninsula ringed with mountains and choked with rainforests. Enormous reptiles, savage goblins, and an army of undead prowl its jungles. And the ruins in there. Mapping the place has been nigh impossible, and nothing is known about the region's current geography beyond a few miles from the coast. I have done what I can. I've worked with dozens of sea charts, logbooks, explorers' journals. I've assembled everything known about the current state of Chult into one map that I'll provide for you if you undertake my mission.
Interesting.
I just don't get it. You know, I'm just a little halfling. You want to send me off to an island full of reptiles and walls, and it just doesn't make sense.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. Don't be silly. You know, I'm just, I just don't feel like it's for someone of my nature. You know, I'm not really a bad person.
I have
And,
tried
but
others
I'm not-
already.
I'm not really an adventurer either, to be honest. You know, I just try and make as much coin as I can. You know, I got sisters. You see, they're you know, they're working hard on the farms. They make little coin. I don't feel like I need to be involved in all of this mess. And
You're not the only one who has got a large family, so just shut up
Yes.
and listen.
Exactly.
Proceed.
When you're ready to depart, I can teleport us all to Port Nyanzaru. It's the only major settlement in Chult. I've been there several times before, so there's very little chance that it will go wrong. Once there, I'll stay with a friend named Wakanga Otomo. He's one of the 7 merchant princes who rule the city. Then you will venture into the jungles of Chult and destroy the Soulmonger, and we'll be free from this.
Before we carry on, you say that you took a look, you've tried to find the hand. Has there been anywhere upon this map where you can show us promise, a better chance for us to start looking?
I'm afraid there isn't.
Hmm.
Sounds like a wild goose chase, if you ask me.
And you are
No,
just
no, no.
we
The
are-
truth is out there. It is waiting for us.
I think a
This
swift.
soulmonger you speak of,
Yes.
do we know anything other than its name and that it's the cause of this?
It is great evil. Somebody is in control of it and is no doubt using its power for ill-gotten gains. One such as yourself, you know the darkness that necromancy can bring. You've made a name for yourself.
I'm well aware of what darkness it brings. And therefore I will be in on this expedition.
Excellent. And the two of you, she gestures to Jerry and to Philip. I know that you don't seem like the sort to do this, but I can promise you great treasure.
My ears suddenly prick up. Well, why didn't you say so? Come on then, let's get this portal going.
To each of you, I promise that should we succeed in this mission, or should you succeed in this mission, I'm far too weak to join you. I can provide you with one rare or uncommon magic item on your safe return.
Well, maybe I could, walk around the jungle for a little bit. I mean, how hard can it be? All right, you've got yourself a deal.
Excellent, excellent.
Well, amongst your rare treasures, are there weapons?
Yes, of course.
Then I'm in.
Riordan, are you...
I'm in. Yes. This is an exciting stuff. Find the truth.
Fabulous.
We can find it.
Is that everybody?
I'm not sure about this. It seems I'm not concerned about it. I'm not from around here. I don't see why I should risk my life for any people of this continent.
This is affecting a great deal more than just the continent. It could be affecting the entire world, Vierdas.
Have you got any proof of that?
I do not.
So I must follow you into the idea that it might affect the world, though I do not know that.
Well, that's the definition of adventures, isn't it?
I'm not an adventurer.
Huh?
Though it pains me to see innocents suffer.
Well, I assure
I
you that
will-
innocents are definitely suffering.
I will grant you that if I do this, it's not for you. It's for the other beings that might be suffering. It's not because you asked me to do this for a trinket. Is that clear?
Fabulous. I do not care why you do it, just that you do it and you do it quickly.
Well, it quickly depends on my companions.
Well, we've already all said yes.
Well, have no fear. I'm quite fleet of foot.
Then we're on our way.
Okay. So she will give you... He will give you... I'm unclear, it doesn't actually say. Sindra will give you this.
Ah.
Which is the current known map of Chult.
This is not a lot to go on, you know.
Hmm.
I'm afraid it is the best that we can do.
Well, we can start from here.
Interesting.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Exactly.
Yes.
And actually, what I'm also going to do is remember to share all of your character sheets with each other.
How do we do that?
Oh! MW Cosplay! Michael, thank you for joining the FBF party. Welcome to the final boss fight. Grab up your sword and let's take this final boss fight on together.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.